Vishnu and Shiva are the state of consciousness. In the language of yoga and inner science, gods are not outer beings sitting in some distant heaven. They are inner forces, states of consciousness, and energetic realities that shape our life experience. Among them, two great symbols, Vishnu and Shiva, represent two opposite yet complementary states of human awareness. Vishnu, the consciousness of survival and preservation. In yogic understanding, Vishnu is not merely a god preserving the universe. He represents the preservative state of mind, the survival consciousness. Vishnu's energy operates through the instinct to maintain, to preserve, to sustain, whether it's our body, possessions, beliefs, or social identity. It is the mind rooted in fear and desire, fear of losing what we have, desire to gain what we lack. This is the egoic mind that wants stability at any cost. It resists transformation, resists death, resists change. It is the mind that says, I must survive, I must remain. In this sense, Vishnu consciousness keeps the illusion of continuity, a beautiful illusion, yet an illusion nonetheless. It keeps us engaged in Maya, the play of comfort, fear, and material attachment. Shiva, the consciousness of liberation. On the other hand, Shiva symbolizes higher consciousness, the awareness beyond survival. He is not a destroyer of the world, he is the destroyer of illusion. When Vishnu represents the preservation of form, Shiva represents the dissolution of form into formlessness. In yogic language, Shiva Tattva is the state where the mind becomes still, where thoughts, fears, and desires dissolve into pure awareness. It is the state of freedom, mukti, beyond identity, beyond ego. Shiva is not bound by morality, by fear, or by greed. He dances naked under the sky, symbolizing absolute freedom of being. In that stillness of consciousness, life flows without resistance. This is what yoga calls Param Shanti or Turiya, the fourth state of being, beyond waking, dreaming, and sleeping. From Vishnu to Shiva, the inner journey, the journey of every seeker is the inner transformation from Vishnu consciousness to Shiva consciousness. First, we must preserve life, that's Vishnu. Then, we must transcend life, that's Shiva. When our awareness rises from the Muladhara Chakra, the base, towards the Sahasrara, the crown, we move from instinct to intelligence, from fear to freedom, from survival to liberation. Vishnu sustains the world of mind and form. Shiva liberates us from the world of mind into the formless reality, pure consciousness. Scriptural reflections. The Rig Veda calls Vishnu the pervader, the one who measures the universe. This represents the mind that maps and maintains reality. The Shiva Sutras describe Shiva as Chaitanyam Atma, consciousness itself, not a being, but being itself. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, a form of Vishnu, teaches us Dharma, how to live in the world with balance. But in the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali guides us beyond the world, toward Kaivalya, the state of Shiva. Both are sacred, both are necessary, but the seeker must know, Vishnu is the path, Shiva is the destination. So when we say Vishnu versus Shiva, we are not comparing two gods. So when we say Vishnu versus Shiva, we are not comparing two gods. We are describing two states of consciousness. Vishnu, the mind that clings to survival. Shiva, the awareness that dissolves into freedom. Both reside within us. When Vishnu in us matures and surrenders, Shiva awakens. And in that awakening, the illusion ends, and truth begins. If this exploration opened your mind, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.